Hello. Hello, all. Hold on. Are you ready for an adventure? I tested this game out just to see if it ran well, and it runs perfectly. New game. Slot 2. Yes. Ba-ding. This girl has mad hops. She can jump like a good 5 feet in the air. Or she's 5 feet tall. Let's measure right now. Okay, let's say she's about 5 feet tall. Yeah, she can jump about 5 feet. I have to check something. Language, English, system, save, credits. Never mind. Woohoo! No fall damage. Sprint. Ibex camp. One, two, three. I can feel Yadi or Yadi. Let's call her Yadi. JD. I don't know. Just as I know, she can feel the teeth bearing little grimace behind mine. I'm nervous, she said softly, sweetly amused. In her eyes, there probably have very little to worry about. You know you have nothing to worry about, don't you, Sable? And yet... Oh, son of a... Ugh. I'm not worried. I tell her I'm not worried at all, and it's possibly the least convincing I have ever been. You can say that, my love, but do you know you're going to be nervous until you've started and then act like you've been doing it your whole life? Remember the first time you rode a bike? You wouldn't even let me put you on the seat. You were so afraid. Your hands were like little claws gripping onto me. I feel the memory in my fingers. But then I promised it was going to be alright. I told you how much I loved riding a bike as a young woman and how wonderful the wind felt through the fabric. Suddenly, there you were. You sat down, you leaned forward and put those little grasping claws on the handles and you were off. And I remember just thinking, just watching you tear over the sand. Look at her, she can do whatever she wants. Yachty reaches out and places a hand on the edge of my mask. And you can, Sable. I take a breath. I think I'm ready. I thank Yachty for the encouragement and tell her with a nod that I'm ready. I know you are, so let's get you started. So, you'll need to talk to Hilal and Driss. Driss should already be making arrangements for your bike, and Hilal will share something. Let's say as useful as it is fun. I think I might suspect what Yachty is saying, but I stay quiet. Well, suppose we'll see you off. Jotty. Let's call her Jotty so I don't feel stupid. I'll be back soon. Sable, don't go planning your return before you've even left. Take all the time you need. It's a big decision you're making out there. I tell her why I'm so eager to make it. I tell her that's why I'm so eager to make it. To choose well and quickly, and don't go too far down the wrong path. Whatever you decide, you do so with my blessing, so don't try using me as an excuse to come home early, eh? She knows me. Now go speak with Hilal. I'll see you off. And speak with Driss. I've told him to arrange your bike with Cizo, but you know how he is. I have something to give you, a compass to help you on your journey. It's the same one that I used in my gliding. An artifact, you might say. I take the device in my palm. It fits naturally there, perfectly weighted and crafted. Each component slides together with incredible, satisfying precision. Thank you. Woo! As I approach Hilal, they give an enthusiastic wave. I've always appreciated Hilal verve and vigor. On a day like this, I'm ready to match it with a touch of nerves and balance. Sable, take this. He hands me a small round stone and nestles into my palm. I feel warmth not borrowed from Hilal's hands, but emanating within. I run my thumb over it, softly electric, like static on a cloth. What's this? Try to sound less confused than I am, but I ask Hilal what this is. Oh, Sable, you can't leave without it. What I've just given you is a gliding stone. What do you feel? You said electricity. Then you're doing it right. What you feel in that stone is openness. I look at the stone. Seems quite closed. Gliding stones are virtuals and perpetual. They suck up its power like little sponges and hold it there for you to channel. Right now it's empty or dormant, waiting for you to fill it up. I ask how I can do this. Take it to the temple ruins at the edge of the canyon. You'll be able to activate it there. Hilal claps his hands twice and bobs a little. I appreciate their good mood at a time like this. Come back once that's done. I want to hear all about it. As I'm about to leave, Hilal stops me. Oh, you haven't gotten your bike yet, have you? It's a bit of a trek to the temple, so go see Driss. He was meant to get that ready for you, yes? I remember Jaddy's words now, and I tell Hilal I'll go and see Driss. Here. What? No fall damage. Though I've told myself not to be too eager, it's all I can do not to race up to Driss. Driss is the camp manager. He's been difficult to get a hold of lately. I strongly suspect he's been working on my bike in secret. Perhaps it's extra beautiful or has some custom feature. What will its name be, I wonder? How fast will it go? Will my legs feel sore or will I get used to it? Driss turns with a bit of a start. Sable, hello. I was told you have something special for me. Something special. I nod meaningfully, but he doesn't seem to get the hint. I make a leading gesture, slowly trying to be perfectly cool and confident. But I can't do it. I'm too keen. The words spill out. I asked Driss if he might sort of possibly have a bike for me. Your bike! He yells at it like it's an idea he just had. Your bike, yes, of course, your bike. That was meant to, that I prepared for you. But because today is your gliding, yes. Driss nodded along with me. Yes, of course, you're right. Yes, yes, I do have that. My blood runs cold. Has he forgotten? By which I mean I arranged it for you, and well, it's sort of a tutorial for you. Did you forget? I'm telling you, I didn't forget. I just made different arrangements. You see, Sable, before one can own the bike, they must prove they can ride a bike by taking tests on a ride on a different bike. I think about it, and I've never heard this part of the gliding, but he does seem earnest, sort of. So instead of worrying about your bike, I'd like you to try this bike at least. Bruce gestures to a sand cutter at his side. It's quite old, it's a little shabby. A tester if I have ever seen one. I'll give it a go. Really? I mean, yes, good. Be gentle, though. This sand cutter's older than Jotty. You treat her with respect. Now ride the bike through that ring and back. And here's some advice for you, my young glider. Don't fall off. Got it. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. This thing is slow. I hit something. Damn, this thing's about to fall. I did it. Sable, congratulations. How was your first pre-glide ride? Any strange rattles, unexplained hissing? Small fires? What do you mean fires? Surely you'd notice if you were on fire even a little bit. Was that a possibility? Well, obviously it didn't happen, so I think we're fine. Triss, is this bike dangerous? Well, he didn't finish. Have you been by hello? Am I not getting a bike? Well, you're supposed to get the use of the sand cutter. That's something, eh? You can borrow it to run your little errands. My little errands? And Hillel's got something to show you too. Help you out with more of that mobility you're after. With my confidence in this exercise only lightly tarnished, I thank Driss very much for his help and his bike. I depart for Hillel. I love how it's got Breath of the Wild climbing. I hope I get more stamina later on. What you got for me? Okay. Woohoo! Thing's gonna die. Gonna explode. Can barely make it up this hill. Thinking that's where I need to go. At the edge of the canyon. Oh. wonder if I can climb this. Just barely. Got a realistic amount of stamina, but I still hope it improves. I'd probably play the whole game with it like this, though. Oh, shit! Excuse my French. I was startled. I try not to swear. It opens up a wider audience for me. Ooh. Am I afraid, exhilarated, or maybe this feels right? I'm ready for Rohanna to know me. I'm ready to know myself. I can feel her curiosity in this sacred place. I know I am in her sight. Oh. I'm really liking this game so far. The visuals are something else. Oh. I have no idea how long it'll take to beat this game either. Whoa. Okay, now I understand the gliding part. Take stamina? No, it doesn't. Am I gonna be able to make it up there? What do I do? Try, see if I can stamina. Okay. Um, up, please. Okay. Oh! Okay. That ship landed. Go see what that's all about. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oops. What the? Okay. When I return to Halal, it's clear that now I've just experienced. What I've just experienced. They're excited on my behalf in a way that makes them miss them before I even left. It's incredible, isn't it? How does it feel? Strange. I'm a little queasy. Well, don't worry about that. There's plenty of time, and before long, you're going to be floating off cliff sides with impunity. Is that good? Trust me, you're going to love it. Bilal's mood doesn't darken, but the sigh they let out holds a bit of sorrow. You're very lucky, you know. I miss it so much, that feeling, just floating on the breeze. But I suppose it's for the best that it fades with age, or else I might never come back from gliding. I'd just be out there heaving myself into chasms. I'll heave myself into chasms for you. I tell how they'll throw myself into a thousand chasms on their behalf. They giggle. That's what I like to hear. I know people manage to keep it up, but I don't know that I've got the time to practice as much as they do. It takes really serious focus. Hilal laughs, even if there is a bit of regret in it. I certainly haven't gotten that. Still, I suppose gliding wouldn't mean much if it were all gains and no loss. I think about it, but decide there's already too much loss on my mind to consider it much further. I am saying goodbye to my clan, my family, my home, my childhood. To lose the perpetual is a sacrifice for another time. You're going to love it out there, Sable, even when you don't. My advice, try to have fun. There's a lot to be said about the ritual and independence and all of that out there, but the world's an easier place if you just put joy first. I thank Halal for their advice, their help, and tell them I'll miss them. It'll be over before you know it. Warning and reassurance all in one. I say goodbye to Halal. Before I go, Hilal gestures to a tower. It seems Cizo wishes to meet me before I leave the clan. Okie dokie. Cizo is an outclanner to the Ibex, but I've known her for nearly as long as I can recall, and I think her more of a kind distant relation than any sort of outsider. Machinists, I'm told, are given their post by their training, their code. They must go where they are needed, but Cizo has been among us so long that it's easy to forget it's an assignment, and first and foremost. As far as any of us are concerned, she is one of us. I think there's a perception among the other clans that Ibex are quite insular, and over that our designation of Ibex versus Outclanner suggests some nervous othering of those who are unlike us. But in practice, such things are more of the result of our nomadic nature. We seek to know who will travel with us, who we must leave behind, but all are welcome to join. And I'm always pleased with that Cizo did. Sable, how do you do, clan child? I can only think of one thing. Excited for my bike. A bit worried. Am I really getting a bike? Cizo has a throaty quality to her voice. It rumbles through the mask when she laughs. She's quite a serious person most days, and I'm always torn between pride and alarm when I manage to make her chuckle. Yes, Jody told me how excited you were. Cizo sniffs. She also told me Driss would be coming along to get your bike together, but I think they may have... I knew it. What? I hadn't meant to say it out loud, so I tell her I was just clearing my throat. I don't begrudge Driss for his forgetfulness. Were I tasked with so many odds and ends, I thought I might just be as scattered. And besides, this will be good for you. I want you to scavenge hoverbike parts for yourself. I'm going to make my own hoverbike? I asked Cizo if I'm expected to make my own hoverbike. No, you're not going to make your own hoverbike. You are going to build your own hoverbike. Of course. To make suggests you are creating something, but your bike already exists. They just simply haven't taken form yet. Here, take this. Cizo hands me something. This is a navigator. You can use it to mark waypoints on your compass. Should be useful in finding the old parts. I asked Cizo where I might start looking. Our bikes are reborn in the ruined ships, in fragments spread apart. A good start would be the ship down there near the camp. You'll find another upon that great rock near the other side of the canyon, and another behind that old dam on the hill. Use your navigator to mark that down if you need. You'll need to gather a control panel, power supply, and a calibrator. I asked Cizo if most gliders really make their own bikes. Only the lucky ones. I tell Cizo I'll see her soon and head off in search of the components. Together we will create something new out of the old. I like that idea. Whoa. Okay. Woo! I did a flip. This is an old ship. Whoa. Push the button. Stop messing about with those buttons, you absolute idiot. Sorry, Ramen. Concentrate. Don't think I have to remind you how much work it was to get this far. We're almost there. All right, let's see what that old machinist told us up. That told us holds up. Uh, if not, they'll be held to pay. I hear the sound of mechanical adjustments being made. 3 clicks. Button being pressed, perhaps? Okay, when I push the orange thing, pull that lever hard. Yes, Ramen. Sound of a click and a loud grunt before snapping sound. Oh, Rohan's mask. Rohana's mask. Not that hard. You've torn it out. Suddenly, the speakers are filled with static, and a low rumble gradually increases in pitch. And then the sounds of someone cheering. It worked. We're flying. More cheering. The sound of someone dancing. Okay, let's focus. This thing is moving fast. We need to slow it down a bit. How do we do that, Ramen? Let me check the machinist notes. After a long pause, the rumbling static sound that started playing when the ship took off is still increasing in pitch. Ramen? That lever, Toma, the one you just ripped out. We're going too fast. We're going to crash. We need to try to. The recording cuts off there. Huh. Are you looking for a cattle breeder? I'm immediately on guard. Saima has always been a mischief maker and taken tremendous pleasure in tormenting me. In theory, I am older, more experienced, and should be able to withstand it. Excuse me. Sorry, chat, I need water. So, we're going to pause here for just a moment. Alright, I'm back. In practice, you won't find it here. I've hidden it. You'll never find it. Never, never. She never fails to get me. Let's see. You're a horrible child. Sorry, my laughs off my irritation, but I'm not going to give her the satisfaction. I cross my arm and try to effect a change. I'll give you the calibrator. I put up my hand, proud of myself for standing tall before Sable. If you give me some beetles, that's a fair trade, isn't it? Something you want for something I want? I try to decide if it's more mature to push her over and steal the calibrator or to acquire Aquasize. But then I simply stifle a laugh and shake her little hand. Perhaps some of the adults in the camp know where I can find some. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm gonna hover all over you. Okay, let's go back to the camp. Boom. That was awesome. Wee-hoo-hoo! Thing's gonna explode. Could ask about catching beetles for that awful little Simon. There's some seeds growing on the rocks around the nest. Drop a seed on the floor and the beetle will start eating it. Then he can sneak up and grab it. Jaddy greets me warmly. Hello, little glider. Tell you what, I'll tell you when you get back. I cross my arms to protest. Pound all you want. I don't want to spoil any surprises. She lowers her voice to a whisper, but I did meet some crystal farmers once. Crystal farmers. That's all I have to say about that. You should get going. Okay, the beetles are on my HUD, so I'm just gonna go find them. Okay. You want me to get her back? Oh, she's fine. I'll get her. She shrugs. Parenting. I suppose I'll know more about that when I'm older. Get back to my bike. Okay, looks like a jumping puzzle. Beetles. Those are huge. Are these the seeds? Is this what I'm standing on? Go try and catch one. Come here! Oh. Seeds. Oh. Oh. Got one. Okay. Aw. You're leaving and you'll never come back. Let her cry it out. She blows her nose and wipes her hand on it. Your heart never came back after the last gliding. Aren't you sad? You were her friend. Aw. You might visit again someday. I tell Sama that Yara will likely visit one day. Just as I will if I ever choose. Should I choose another clan. But how will we find us? We will have moved a million times by then. I have heard that I always find Avex no matter what. Please don't go. Tell Sayamon not to worry. I will be back sooner than she knows. I'm sure she pouts behind the mask. And I add that I am not back. If I am not back sooner, she knows she will be ready for her gliding by then, and she can come bother me herself. Promise? I say yes. Good, then I suppose I can come see you off. I thank her and say goodbye for now. Okay. Let's go to the dam. I want to jump up high. Come on. You can do it. Okay. La 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 la. Control panel over here. Bro. I pressed the button. Cool. Atomic control panel. What else is in here? Nothing. Woo! Woo-hoo! Yeehaw! Woo! Okay. I return to Caesar with the parts and she waves me over. I feel a pang of sadness in my chest. Well, when will I see her again once I'm gone? Well done, Sable. Yes, this is everything we need. Are you ready to assemble your bike on your own? I'm ready. Caesar relaxes in a workshop. It isn't that she's particularly rigid or anxious ordinarily. Excuse me. But there's a certain calm beauty that one truly appreciates when Cizo is in her element. Wonder if it's the way of all machinists. What you must understand, Sable, is that the components you require, they fit together, not by chance, not by effort, but by nature. They belong here, to her. They've always belonged to her. All we are doing is assembling her from what she has already been. I nod. I feel it's all buzzing in my ears. Among my clan, we believe that machines have names, held for ages like deep secrets, unheard by those unequipped to listen. When we will find this one's name together. Talk to Sable. Cizo relaxes in the workshop. It isn't that she's particularly Okay, so just put it together. Listen, Cizo tilts her head for a moment, leading me closer to Simoon. All at once, I knew the Hever's bike's name. Simoon, I say. And it whispered to let Cizo know. Simoon. Well done, Sable. Does she want to go with me? She does, child. Simoon has a wandering spirit, like you, I think. I tell Simoon that I'm eager to know her better, and Cizo looks quite proudly at the both of us. You're ready then for the gliding. May all the gods turn their faces from you, Sable. An odd blessing, perhaps, but Cizo is prone to such things, and I can read in her tone that she meant quite sweetly. You must listen to Simoon to care for her. Seek out my fellow machinists on your travels, Sable. They will teach you the art of machine whispering. Oh, and take this. Oh, and here, take this. It's a machinist badge. You'll meet plenty of my ilk on your gliding. Show them your worth, and they'll give you more badges. I thank Cizo twice for good measure and give her a bow. I am ready. It's funny looking. Hello, quotes from a section of obscure, lyrically mediocre iBooks. Here's historical ballads whenever I pass by. There's a great verse that says much about our folk buried under sand. Sable, that cartographer landed his balloon while you were away. You should go speak with him, see if you can get a map. I nod and begin to go. Jotty gestures me back and puts something in my hand. Here's some money to get you going on your journey. Use it most wisely. And a little unwisely when the mood strikes. It's good to know the value of money, but you never want to be ruled by it. I thank Jotty effusively and head out on my way. Let me see if I can... Okay. Uh... I approached the cartographer. Ah, greetings, child. I saw you looking longingly at my great balloon. Quite a piece of work, isn't she? Longingly? Clarify that I was looking curiously at the balloons. That aren't exactly my idea of vessel. The newcomer shrugs. Fair enough. I suppose I can ensconce yourself when you can ensconce yourself in a peaceful little bubble and float down from the sky. The balloon loses some of its charm. But I'll accept your curiosity. I give the balloon a approving nod. He doesn't feel too bad. Well, good to meet you. And shall I introduce myself? I am Jordan. Tell him that I am Sable. Suppose you've come all this way to see me. It's probably a map you're after, eh, Sable? I would love a map. Of course you would. That'll be 50 cuts. Huh. I'll buy that map. Perfect, let's trade then. I have 200. Yeah, I don't have anything to sell. I thank Jordan for the Ewer map. It's all vast possibilities. All its vast possibilities. Something about this makes me feel a little... Good luck on your gliding, Sable. I still remember mine. I asked how it was. Short. I knew since a boy that cartography was for me. I spent a little extra time out there just to enjoy the world. Speaking of, keep an eye on the skies, eh? Plenty of my colleagues out there, they'll have maps to sell you from Hoka, the Sodic Waste, to the Sodic Waste. I thank Jordan for the tip and say goodbye. Farewell, child. Oh, fast travel. Oh, cool. Let me on here. One in. Wow, this is a big game, isn't it? Whoa! Oh, man. Carnogrammer. Sable, is that a badge you've got there? Cizo gave it to me. Tell Jotty that Cizo gave me the badge. Then you must have earned it. Well done. I give a bow of thanks. Well, Sable, if you keep this up, you'll be headed for the mass caster in no time. I try to think about going to a mass caster, but it seems impossibly far away. Imagine choosing what I want to be. Imagine choosing what I want to be forever. I know what you're thinking, but don't worry about it. You get plenty of badges out there, and once you get all three alike, you can trade it in for that mask. Don't feel like your first mask is your final choice. The gliding is about freedom, exploration. I suggest you claim as many masks as you wish. Only at your final ceremony will you be asked to choose one. You'll have to feel it out, but when you know, you know. Now. The tone of her now puts butterflies back in my stomach. With all of this done, there's only one thing left. It's time then, isn't it? Time to walk through the face door at the Temple of Rohana. There you will assemble your gliding mask. And go. There are things I wish to convey to Jotty here. Depths of love, gratitude, fear, and worry, and hope. Though I find myself unable to speak in any of it in words, I know she understands. Before you leave, child, I made you these. They are dyed with traditional Ibexi maroon. And I hope they provide you great comfort on the desert. When you leave today, you'll no longer be Sable, clan child of the Ibexi. You'll be Sable, and the rest will come. But no matter who you are, no matter where your journey takes you, I will always know you. I will always love you. And I will see you again. I don't know where my journey will end, but I know where it must begin. I am ready. I hope my new bike is faster. Oh. Oh my god, I just sneezed all over my desk. Okay, so there's three doohickeys I need to activate or visit. Oh, there's a button on all of them. Don't climb it. Oh wow. Why doesn't this one have a mask? The only one. took my glider. There is a certain nuance lost in transmission, and for that I am grateful. It would be far too much to hear the cracks in her voice, not run weepily into her arms to stay forever. But I am ready, so I close my eyes and listen. But through you go by yourself, but though you go by yourself, you are not without friends, you are not without family, you are not without love. These things you will always carry with you as you do your mass. And I know I'm not supposed to do this, but if I were you, I might go see Utari. They're the machinist at Burnt Oak Station, and among Cizo's closest friends. Utari is a good contact to have on one's gliding, and a fine way to get another machinist badge if you're so inclined. Only suggestion. As for us, I'll send another message once we've returned to Ewer. So keep an eye on the post boxes and try not to forget us. Takes a long breath and I forget the things as easy as breathing could ever exist. The world is waiting, Sable. Good luck. You can call your glider? That's sick. Woo! Not very fast. It's better than walking.
Come in to me, show us the way. I'm caught between the wisdom parts of the unknown. Adored between two worlds, a sight to see. It feels like everything is moving.
love the music in this game so far. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. Close. I greet the cartographer slyly, a little cowed by how alone we are up here, and how intimate that sometimes feels in spite of it being so much part of my gliding. He responds with what sounds like a warm smile. Hello there, glider. Thanks for taking time to climb all the way up here. Surveying gets a little lonely sometimes, you know? I tell her I do, given how lonely I can get in the sands. On the sands sometimes. I hope Sai Moon doesn't hear. So then what is it you need? Glad you asked. Head south if you wish to see white sands and wash. West you'll find the Red Sea and its myriad of secrets. And to the east, the salt plains of the wastes. Can I help you, glider? What's worth a look nearby? I ask if there's anything worth a look. Of course. You don't think I'm standing up here for nothing, do you? Have you been to the Great Wind Tower yet? Get up there and you can see it for ages. And Burnt Oak Station is close by as well. You'll never guess why it's called that. I think about it, but she goes on before I can shout my prediction. And if you're a fan of insects, there's a giant Hercules beetle's nest nearby. You know, rumor has it they can lift 100 times their own body weight. Can I help you, glider? Yeah, can I buy a map? Of course. I like his mask. Climb. Yellow, red. Go to green. You have 3 prosthetic limbs. The challenge not to view scrappers through quite a romantic lens. As I looked toward my gliding as a child, I pictured myself as a dust-covered traveler exploring strange forbidden places and strange forgotten things. A treasure hunter of old and arcane objects. Though I'm certain the kind of grind of sifting through the sand and dirt things left over can wear anyone down. I cannot help but weave some thread of my fantasy into this reality of my work. Greetings, glider. My name's Alton. I give a bow and introduce myself as Sable. Find much scrap metal out there, Sable? Been known to happen. Good. Alton leans back and looks up towards the ceiling thoughtfully. Got a task for it then, if you're up for it. The hesitation in my voice is a product of a gentle intimidation, but I stand up straight and casual enough to seem like I'm up for anything. Alton seems to believe it, though. I need scrap, Sable, and lots of it. You out there already, basically doing nothing. Doing basically nothing. Alton chuckles to himself. You didn't say it like that. Gliding's odd, eh? You have nothing to do, so you have everything to do. Wonder if anyone's ever spent their gliding just lying around. I would die. I tell Alton that I would probably wither away if my gliding were anything so dull. Then my sun-bleached skeleton would be found on a rock passed away from boredom. He snorts a laugh, I laugh too. So he doesn't know about the shrieking half-second I spent in terrified contemplation of my mortality. Better not mention that. He clears his throat. Anyhow, the task. I can understand this when it's a bit complex. I tell him I'm ready. Go out, find scrap, bring it to me. That all? Slightly taken aback, I ask Alton if it's that all. What do you mean is that all? Let's scrap it. You want the job or not? Tell him I'm happy for a reason to explore and I shall return. And that I'll return with everything I find. I say goodbye to Alton. Not yet. Okay. Hey, Moon. Huh. Moves. Wombat glider. We have goats in my clan. Load it more Johnny for me. Wombat glider. One glass vial. Even the goat has a mask. We're buddies. I stole your bucket. Nice mask. machinist looks me over. You're late. For what? For me, our meeting one another. You ought to come here sooner. I asked the machinist how they moved. I don't know you, not yet. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I've been late from among the abaxi. Things I've slipped up in doing. I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange machinist is. I asked them. Oh, that's Utari. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you, that is. I am a friend of Cizo. I asked then if Cizo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints, oases along my gliding. A comforting thought. No. It was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago. Felt the shape of its voice, of her voice. Sorry. I tell Utari that Simone they heard. That was not Simone they heard, for Cizo and I only built her a few days hence. They waved their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Cizo teach you so little? The voices of machines are eternal, more ancient than their forms. I hear them, as I always have. And yours I thought, would revisit me sooner, but here we are. Now speak of why you came. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Ooh, customized bike. Have a look, shall we? Oh, sick. What does this do? Oh, alternate colors. How may I help? The test still needs doing, Glider. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower from working. I was hours away from going to see it myself, but you and Simone came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. I asked Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. Direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. See, I do Utari. Okay. Scrap metal and a stubborn snag. Okay, where's the wind tower? Cartographer. Oh, it's way down there. Okay, let's go to red, then yellow. Red, then yellow. Then objective. Pinpoint. Well, this looks complicated. Go back here. Okay, exit. Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't all the way around. More scrap. Oh, more scrap. What the hell? I encounter a strange luminous figure. It greets me even before I have a chance to get frightened. New user found. Hello, please enter your username. I find myself whispering my own name. It suddenly feels odd in my mouth, like it's the first time I said it aloud. Welcome, Sable. I've set up a new account for you. Curious figure about themselves. I ask. I am the ship's simulated anthropomorphic registry and informational nexus, but you can call me Saren. I asked Saren what they are doing here. Not entirely sure, Sable. Most of my data modules appear to be corrupted. I am attempting access ship records. Saren goes still for a moment. Ship's log in your inbox. You have unread messages, Sable. Panel blinks to life. Strange markings and symbols I assume to be ancient text spill across the screen as the background colors flash wildly. And then, with strange buzzing sound, buzzing like old fabrics pulling apart, there are voices. Then long-range senders, Captain. We're picking up some anomalous readings from the upper atmosphere. Could be a plasma storm, but the radiation signature doesn't quite match. Maintain approach, current speed. What's our time to destination? 46 Earth hours, give or take. Good. Let's keep an eye on those energy signatures and get Saren on it too. For pattern recognition. Captain, we need to purge our reactor soon. If we don't, I know I'm aware of the risk, Alice, but I'm not purging in the middle of space. Follow protocol and the recording fails. Instead, it continues. 2 button pushes bring silence to it and a screen that looks navigable in some way, but I can't decipher anything. No unread messages. Archive messages. Here are your archive messages. Oh. Hmm. That. Oh, a light. Hmm. Hmm. Down there. The hell is this? Choom egg. Offered up by chooms planting themselves into the ground, perfectly smooth and hard as a rock. These eggs seem to float with how light they are. There must be a good place to deliver these. What the F? Thought I missed something. There's fishing in a desert? esoteric ring artifact. I'm just exploring points of interest right now. Oh, it's a thing. Oh. Upon seeing the frankly humongous tomb, holding up the remains of an ancient stone tower, I nearly jumped out of my skin. Before I collect myself, I hear a voice cooing in my head. Ah, hello, wanderer. Please don't be frightened. A giant tomb cocks his head at me and chirps. Is this real? I express my tentative disbelief for this scenario. I'm talking to you as much as I am able to talk. You're able to perceive my thoughts, but I assure you I'm as real as you are. I hear you are carrying some of my children. I can feel the eggs squirming in my satchel at their mention. I relax suddenly, comforted by the absurdity of the situation. Your name is old and vast like the desert. My mouth syllables as it chirps silently. Sable. How beautiful. I don't have a name as such, but I am the Queen of Tombs. You may call me Queen Chum or Chum Queen, as you prefer. I bow my head politely. Honored to meet you, Queen. The Queen seems surprised by my formality. Oh my, you're such a proper little human. Well, you being here feels very lucky indeed. Perhaps you could help us. Our eggs are scattered throughout the deserts, but they need to be planted somewhere safe. Bring them here, little one. I will give you something for your favor. My answer comes without hesitation, a big yes. You're kind of little slug, aren't you? What? You're a kind little slug, aren't you? I think I'm going to like you, Sable. To start things off, bring me 5 eggs. Well, I only have 1, so... Can't jump on them. Okay, I'm going there after I hit Burnbook Station. Just a moment, chat. I have to use the bathroom. What's that? We're going exploring. I have 2 eggs. Okay, blue is a blue marker is a cartographer for another region. So we gotta leave that for now. You know what I haven't done? Wee-hee-hoo. Okay. That's not gonna work. Hey. Okay, now I have 3. Thought I had to sneeze. Birdies. this is the windmill. I didn't even realize. I was just exploring. Oh. Okay. Got a cool new shirt. Boom. How may I help? Atari's delight is obvious. I can even see it in my approach. They radiate with energy. You did it. Thank you, and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? None at all. Well, of course not. And why would you? You were meant to do it. Now for your, I won't say reward, it's for what you, oh. Genius badge, holding it out for me to take. May have been late in coming, but here you are where you're meant to be. Give you this badge not only in recognition of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you so choose, become one of us who speak the unheard language of Simoon and her vast connections. This badge is but one. You will need to earn more from the others who carry them, but if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen and what you may wear the mask of the machinist. I thank Utari for it and tell him I have much to consider, but for just a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant, deep like a river below the sands. Listen. Ugh. The mask caster. Bobby. Fred and Bobby. Beetle bike. Oh. Sorry about that. I was talking to someone. The world is big and I feel very small. Where'd she go? Oh, she disappeared. What the fuck? That caught me off guard. His face flaps like bug wings. What can I do for you? Larval husks. I repeat the words back to her as a clarification. She nods. I need some larval husks. There, how much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Beetle library grow. Be careful though, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful to collect some for me. The type I'm looking for are the Hercules beetle. You won't need to go far unless it's guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I'll try and do my best. And then I'll also help you with Sable. I like this guy's hat. His mask covers his whole head. Got little horns on them. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today. We made good progress. Oh. Oh. Thank you for joining me on this adventure.